stream. All right. And here are the tunes. Y'all have a great show.
Thank you.
Ooh. What's on in the background, Ron?
You can hear that?
Come with us on a journey into the unknown, the unexplained, and the unbelievable. We will test your senses and challenge your beliefs. A world where science and religion clash. Or do they? You will meet real people and hear real stories, but you will not believe. You will witness strange sights and hear strange sounds, but you will not believe. This is the New England Ghost Project. Welcome to the nightmare.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ghost Chronicles right here on TogiNet Radio. I am Ron Kolick, a terrible, terrible producer, and New England's own Van Helsing. With me, my co-host, the amazing, super duper Mr. Steve Parsons.
Good evening. What's with the EVP in the background then?
Yeah, I know it. Supposedly I'm broadcasting live, but you know what?
You know.
It ain't happening. As much as I try, stop broadcasting since I'm not broadcasting anyways. Maybe it is somewhere, but not here. You still there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Haven't dumped you. All right. So, welcome to Ghost Chronicles International. I am Ron Kolick. Here, Steve Parsons. And any opinions expressed by us is strictly ours and not that of the station or our sponsors, if we had any.
Or the White House.
Oh, the way. Well, it could be. I'm not sure. I'm pretty tight. I used to get Christmas cards from George W. Bush. So there you go.
That's nice.
That's nice. Did you ever get one from the Queen?
No.
There you go. Anyway, moving right along. So what you heard in the background actually was Pararex and broadcasting an old episode of Ghost Chronicles Morning Edition where I was interviewing a tour guide from 1984 at one of our favorite places. Steve, you want to guess?
The Lighthouse?
I know you're going to say that, but no, you were right. You were right on that. But second favorite.
All right, Northbridge.
All right, never mind. Hammond Castle.
Oh,
sorry.
I wouldn't say it was a favorite.
You didn't? I always thought you liked that place.
I do like it, but I wouldn't put it on the favorites list.
Really?
I mean,
oh, we didn't investigate it. That's why.
Well, there's that, and also it's kind of like, well, we've got lots of them here.
Yeah, but this is a different castle.
Yeah, because it's not a real one.
Because it's a hodgepodge.
Yeah, it's a very good hodgepodge, and if you're in the area of Gloucester, get yourselves over there and go visit because it's good.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing now or whatever. Last time I was there, and the tour guide was there, and I asked her about the paranormal, and she pretty much told me to go F off. So, no, they didn't want anything to it.
Yeah, can't blame her. Your reputation goes before you.
So yeah, I mean that's crazy. She wouldn't even recognize that Hammond was involved in the paranormal, which was kind of stupid.
Well, actually, I kind of get that because on our very first visit, there were some. There was talk about the Faraday cage you put the mediums in.
Yes,
and there were marks on the floor where the Faraday cage was.
That's right.
And we photographed them, so we didn't imagine it.
That's right. And it was a chair. Actually, a lawn chair they put in the middle, remember?
Yeah. And on our next visit, it had gone. The marks had gone, and any mention of it had gone. And we were like, did that really happen?
Yeah, I know it.
Did I just imagine it?
Yeah, I was listening to this podcast, and it was from the tour guide, and she was actually talking about that Faraday cage because supposedly,
Well, the weird thing was, I mean,
Go ahead.
it's like they cleaned up the marks. I mean, that's like erasing history.
I know that's the sad part. More
Because
than
those
anything,
marks, he was doing these experiments in the early 1900s.
yeah,
We were visiting in the early
2000s.
yeah. So, and then all of a sudden they decided, oh, it's not cool. We're going to get rid of them.
How stupid can you get? It's
Yeah.
erasing history again. But
Yeah.
anyway, so she was telling me about the actual incident, and there was a psychic by Irene. She couldn't recall her last name, a pretty famous one, I guess. And she contacted Faraday because she knew he was doing experimentations and things. And she said she had a message for the president. And so that was how it all came about. So they kind of like created this Faraday cage, and uh, she sat in it and did that. And supposedly, the tour guide said that the Faraday cage was up in the attic when she was there in 1980s. So it did exist.
Yeah. Well, we know it existed. We could see the marks on the floor.
You could have chalked it out for crying out loud.
They weren't chalked, but
No,
somebody
they
had gone.
weren't. They were Bruins, really.
Yeah, somebody had gone to a lot of trouble to erase them.
Yeah. Well, sounds familiar. But anyway.
Yeah.
Sad. But
A very cool place. Not a favorite. I think top of the list. It's hard to choose.
I thought it was one of your favorites. We've gone there 3 times or something like that.
Yeah, well, I like places. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily a favorite.
Yeah, okay. Good enough.
It's close between Fort William and Mary
Okay.
and or the Manse.
Yeah, Manse. The Manse, by the way, is one of my favorite places. And whenever I went in there, I always had some interesting things happen. And
I mean, when I was at the Manse, nothing happened.
Mhm.
But the sense of history around the place
Mhm.
was I mean, it was a privilege to be inside, and also we had Tom Beardsley helping us.
He was great, wasn't he? Except for drinking my beer.
Except drinking the beer.
Leave my beer alone, will you?
I don't think you saw eye to eye on the politics either, did you?
I don't remember.
But having Tom there to interpret and guide us really made it special.
I think so too. And it's funny because you were there, Cal was there, Richard Felix was there. So there's a lot of Brits that went over there and plopped their butts in there.
Well, I mean, the last 2 visits, Dylan and I visited. We went.
Oh yeah,
we went
on your own, yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't come with us. Oh no, you were laid up sick, weren't you?
Oh, bring it back. That's 3 years of life I don't want to talk about. But the best part of it, absolutely the best part of it is when you and Cal were there and you made Cal lead the seance.
Oh yeah.
That was good. It was priceless, actually.
Well, very priceless, actually.
Yeah.
But hey, what was the name of that place you dragged me up that steep hill?
Oh God, yes. The towers. What the hell is the name of that? Begins with a B, I think.
It's
Steve.
it's
I'm
only
not
just
good with names. You know that, Steve. I
Yeah,
can't remember
no.
my own half the time.
it's just off the side of the road. Yeah,
Yeah.
at a 45-degree angle.
Picky. Didn't bother me. You pick on me because I had a bad rack.
Yeah, well, you can't beat the Westford night.
Oh, that was probably our most interesting. I guess
Well,
you could say interesting.
Well, I mean, it turned out actually to be because we visited the museum in Westford.
Yes.
But there was a lot of traffic delays on the way up there. So it took longer.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got lost.
Oh, there's a surprise too.
And then we couldn't find the Westford night
There's another surprise.
because I don't know how many roads and junctions and intersections we went up and down trying to find it.
Yeah.
Only to realize we'd just driven past it because it was a construction site.
Yeah, it's a construction site. They put a crate on top of it. How the hell do we know that?
Well, it wasn't just a crate, was it? It was a crate surrounded by construction tape. It was all zoned.
It was the Westman box night. It was funny though.
Yeah, but the museum was really cool.
Yeah.
It was like a little old schoolhouse, wasn't it?
Yeah, we have a lot of those little ones around.
Yeah, and it was very cool to see.
But anyway, so yeah, interesting stuff. I was reading an article today about the
Oh
moon,
God,
about the moon landing and all this stuff.
oh, yeah, that didn't
Yeah.
take place, did it?
What's that?
Thought that never happened.
Yeah, that's one of the things they say. But there's actually legitimate controversy over Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. You aware of that?
Well, there is now, isn't there? Because of the document dump that was issued by the UAP about
Oh,
UAP.
maybe you know something I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, it does reveal that apparently they saw stuff. Not
Sure,
on the
we see
moon,
stuff.
but they report. I think it was Aldrin reported there was some object following them.
Hmm. It's the Russians.
No, hang on.
You got it there?
No, but I'm going to find it.
Okay, well, you're talking about that. I was talking about the different one, the real one, which is if you look at the pictures taken from the moon, you'll notice that Mr. I stepped on the moon first, Neil Armstrong, is
Yeah.
barely in any of them.
That's right. And wasn't that to do with his Aldrin's camera had failed?
No, it was well, according to Buzz Aldrin, who's become quite the media guy right now. He wanted to be the first one on the moon and fought extremely hard.
Oh yeah, that was mentioned in the was it The Right Stuff?
Okay, I don't know that, but that's fine.
The movie.
Yeah, I didn't see that, I don't think. But yeah, it was extremely. I mean, he had his father who was a big shot and he knew connections in there to try to get him in. But Armstrong was the commander, and he also sat closest to the door, which made it easy for him to get out. But there's only like him back of him, and it's like that's not really many pictures, and
I remember reading at the time or afterwards that the official line, because obviously NASA didn't want to say that the two guys had squabbled over who was going to be first.
Yeah,
was
how
that
sad is that? I don't know.
Is that Aldrin's camera had malfunctioned?
Oh,
and it ruined all the pictures.
And then they did have pictures. Oh, Aldrin's one. There were some pictures taken, but they also said they didn't train for it, which I thought was interesting. They didn't train in camera who would shoot what. It wasn't choreographed. So
well, they were probably busy, dealing with, because you didn't take any
Martians,
pictures,
right?
Because there were 3 Apollo 11 files released in the Pentagon file release that's just happened.
Did you find them?
Huh?
Did you find them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, the first one is 3 accounts of unexplicable events during Apollo 11. First being a sizable object which followed them and was observed whilst they were en route to the moon. Bright flashes of light inside the cabin of the lunar lander.
Ooh, what if they had an anal probe?
Yeah, and a bright light seen outside of the module on the return trip. These were all in the recent release.
Yep.
That came out. What was it, about 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, it came out a while ago.
From the recently well, they've just declassified another load of stuff as well.
Yeah, hot stuff. UFO people eating it all up.
Yeah. So the first incident occurs roughly a day out from the Earth as the spacecraft was heading towards the moon. In the debrief, Aldrin said the first unusual thing that we saw, I guess, was on day 1 or 1 day out, or something pretty close to the moon. It had a sizable dimension to it.
Let me interrupt. First of all, if you know how big the capsule was, sizable doesn't mean it's gigantic. It just means it's
yeah. It was the size of a Boeing 747, I guess.
Something like that. Yeah.
Anyway, so we put the monocular on it. The language is typically measured. There is no talk of aliens, no melodrama, just an experienced test pilot noting an object large enough to warrant a closer look.
Oh, cool.
The object remains unspecified in the documents. Aldrin later went on to describe what he called an accumulation of odd events over the next nights in space. While he was trying to sleep, with the lights out in the cramped 11 cabin, when something began to nag his attention. And he refers to lots of little white flashing lights that he could see. Now, I think I have an idea about that one. So we'll return to that.
Okay.
No leap to an extraordinary explanation. Aldrin describes what he saw, notes it repeated every few minutes, and he left it to the record. The Aldrin third report was a separate bright light that caught both the crew's attention. Observed what appeared to be a fairly bright light source, which we tentatively ascribed to a possible laser.
Oh, wait a minute. Both the crew, there's 3 people on that craft.
2 in the module.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fair
it
enough.
doesn't. The use of the word tentatively is Apollo astronauts and ground controllers were used to hunting for prosaic explanations, blah, blah, blah. The crew themselves were looking for a technical issue. These 3 documents have sat for decades, released in the recent blah, 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 blah Pentagon release. Now, as regards the second one, the bright, small prickles of bright light seen in the cabin, there's an interesting phenomena. Now, bear in mind, the spacecraft is in, so it's night 2 and night 3 he's referring to. Now, about that time, they're passing through they're out of the Earth's influence, and they are being directly now influenced by the solar wind. And it was documented that there was a solar storm during the mission of Apollo 11. It wasn't a major one, but
Are they passing through the belt?
no, they skimmed the Van Allen belt.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Apollo 11, well, all of the Apollo missions went out on a polar route to go through the thinnest part of the Van Allen belt.
Okay.
But what he's describing there sounds uncannily like a phenomena called, it's an optical visual effect called the magnetophoneme.
Oh, wow.
And that's where
I had that in an Italian restaurant, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's where the eye perceives the electromagnetic impingements of an electromagnetic field as flashes, tiny flashes of light, hence the name magnetophosphine. And it does sound actually like he's describing that. Now, he's not saying it's paranormal, but the description entirely fits comfortably, given where he is and given what he's describing, pinprick flashes of light. Of course, he would see them as appearing inside of the cabin because they're superimposed over his vision field, so whatever he's looking at.
Yeah.
So that one I can offer something for. The other 2, not a clue.
Isn't there also an internal condition as well that will give you flashes of light?
Well, that's the phosphine.
Okay, I thought there was one with something about the brains with a neuron, something or other. I can't remember. Of course, it's
flashes of perceived flashes of light. Have the sort of general term phosphine.
Oh, for all of it. Okay,
yeah. And then the magnetophosphine is, because it's induced by an electromagnetic field, which matches very well for the magnetic, electromagnetic fields generated by the solar winds.
Sounds very plausible, Steve.
So that one, but there was also a bunch of Apollos that heard music as they were, or musical type sounds as they went around.
You know what? That thing really that would never ever faze me, because I think about all the freaking sound waves that we've been generating since the radio's been invented, just going out there. And I mean,
Yeah, but they travel at the speed of light.
What, sound waves?
No, not sound waves. Sound waves
No.
don't travel in a vacuum.
Right, right. So that's, I would think that would, if it was caught, and any part of it would be distorted, I would think. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm just throwing that
well,
out there. I just, you
well,
know, I just made that up right now.
Well, sound doesn't travel in a vacuum at all. So in the vacuum of space, there would be no sound as we understand
So where
it.
the waves go?
Well, the sound waves,
Yeah.
they just dissipate in the atmosphere.
Okay, but
Radio waves continue on.
yeah,
Alex.
that's what I'm talking about. Radio. Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Since radio was invented.
Oh
So
yeah,
that,
yeah.
that's what I
Radio
was-
waves
yeah.
just continue.
That's why you just confused me. And I said, "What the?
Sorry.
Am I?"
Radio waves just continue on ad infinitum.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, but why they would only hear these? They didn't say it was music. People have misinterpreted it. What they said is there were tones that were musical,
Yeah, but that. Who
but
knows,
only on
you
the
know?
only on the far side of the moon. And that was
Oh,
reported.
that was cool. The far side of the moon was very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that was reported on 2 Apollo missions at least. And there was also strange sounds heard on the far side by the Artemis mission as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool stuff, but we just doesn't make it paranormal. Doesn't make
No,
it
no. But there
UFOs.
is
Doesn't make it anything other
no,
than
no. I
something
mean,
unusual that we haven't been able to.
it could be an interesting physical phenomena.
True.
You know, but we're going into deeper into space, and inevitably, you know, we're going to encounter stuff that's weird, and we might not necessarily, you know, it would be very, because the headlines said, didn't they? They went, "Oh, Apollo 11 heard music on the far side of the moon."
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much,
they
yeah.
didn't. If you read it properly, they didn't. They heard tones that sounded musical. That's not the same as, you know, hearing the Beach Boys.
But see, the thing that we got to understand is that if we were a baby, say we were a baby in a vacuum for 20 years, and then we were put out on this planet, there are many, many unusual things here
Yeah.
that we wouldn't know what they are. I mean, there are. I mean, you sit into the wind sometime, and you can hear almost like a voice, ghost voice, or whatever, woo, you know, stuff like that. You have,
Well, that's something we've experienced during investigations.
yeah, you have all kinds of stuff like that.
And but not just hearing the sound. We did one time, and we in the notes that our team were keeping. They were all saying, "I keep feeling like I want to sing."
That's a good
And
one.
we thought, well, that's a bit odd. You know, why? Oh, I don't know. I just got this idea like an earworm. I just felt like I was kind of wanting to sing along to something. I could, you know, it was, we finally realized it took a while, but what we realized was they were all in exactly the same place when it happened, and it didn't happen the next time, and then it did happen again, and we noted the wind direction.
Oh,
Outside was a large exhaust pipe for the building. And when the wind blew from the particular direction, rather like blowing over the top of a milk bottle or a beer bottle, it makes that noise.
yeah.
With the fluctuations in the wind, and it was the infrasound detector that caught it, picked up the as the wind changed. And that was, people were kind of hearing it, but kind of not hearing it. And their brain was kind of trying to sing along to a tune that, you know, was trying to make sense of it. Really weird effect.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
it's wicked cool stuff.
subliminal. It was a subliminal effect caused by the wind over a pipe.
Oh,
So it may be when they go on the dark side of the moon, maybe, you know, the solar radiation isn't striking the space capsule in the same way. So maybe the systems in the space capsule react differently, and they can hear the noises in a different way, because the sounds can't be coming from outside of the capsule in the sense of true sound, because sound waves don't travel in a vacuum. Therefore, it must be something that's causing the hull or the vehicle to resonate or to vibrate.
Yeah.
You know, simple laws of physics there. So something is, and then there was that. Was it the Japanese? Was it the Japanese guy who said that there was somebody banging on the outside of his spacecraft?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, there was a really weird one where a Japanese, I think it was a Japanese astronaut, reported banging on the spacecraft, like somebody was trying to get in.
One of the Russian cosmonauts said he saw angels.
Did he?
Yeah.
Sorry, it was Chinese. 2003, Chinese astronaut during China's first manned space flight. Astronaut, I'm not even going to try. Yang Li heard. I'll have that with rice. Heard a persistent, unexplained noise. He described the sound as if someone was tapping on the hull with a wooden hammer against an iron bucket.
Oh,
When he peered out of the porthole, he saw nothing in the vacuum of space. The sound was later reported by astronauts on the subsequent Shenzhou 6 and 7 missions. Experts and space agencies attribute this to thermal expansion and pressure changes.
really? Okay, so here it is. In 1984, the crew of the Soviet space station Soyuz 7 famously reported witnessing massive glowing winged entities resembling angels outside their spacecraft.
Oh, wow.
While widely this is the good part. While widely circulated in the paranormal circles, the story has been considered an urgent legend by a broader space community. The legend claims that in July 1984, Ogla Akalov and Vladimir, always a Vladimir, Soyoloko and Leonard Zimskins observed blinding orange colored light outside their station when, read more. They allegedly saw 7 large human-shaped figures with halos, smiles. There you go. At least the happy angels, which paced the station for about 10 minutes. The story alleged that weeks later, the crew arrived and all 6 cosmonauts witnessed the figures again. The new crew.
Well, didn't Aldrin report it? Aldrin report bright lights outside of the cabin.
Yes, he did. Could have been space angels.
Actually, looking at mundane stuff, Japanese and American astronauts who operate on the ISS, back in 2024, astronauts on various trips with the new Boeing Starliner capsule started to report a strange pulsing sonar-like ping coming from the speakers of the Starliner. After eventually, apparently, NASA traced the creepy rhythmic sound to an audio feedback loop between the communication systems of the ISS and the Starliner. So that one was explained.
Yeah.
Or as the conspiracy theorists would say, that was explained away by NASA.
Exactly.
You don't trust
that.
NASA.
That was covered up.
You don't trust NASA. They're into all sorts of cover-ups.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but because clearly, some of these sounds are going to have perfectly normal explanations. They just appear to be perplexing at the time.
Exactly. And 2022. Wait a minute. In 22, Space Angel was briefly revived in a completely different content when the European Space Agency astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti tweeted photos from the International Space Station, ISS. These photos captured ethereal, I can't say that, ethereal, swooping plumes of an incoming Soyuz rocket against the dark sky, which led the internet speculations that the angels are back.
Oh. Yeah. There's an early one here from Frank Borman and Jim Lovell on Gemini 7.
Space angels?
No, they
Oh.
reported what they described as hundreds of metallic-looking objects tumbling past the spacecraft.
Oh shit! I just looked at the time. We gotta go. You're listening to Ghost Chronicles right here on Toji.
Night.
We're brought to you by Circles of Wisdom, 386 Merrimack Street, Methuen, Massachusetts. The Glatt Messier Family Law Group, 50 High Street or 15 High Street. I never get that one.
It's somewhere on the High Street in Andover.
Andover, Massachusetts. Yes. Positively Brilliant Candles on Etsy and whatever. Our good friends on Patreon, Ghost Chronicles Radio on Patreon. Become a member and help us bring you more Space Angels. We'll be right back after the following messages. Tunes, please. Pretty tunes.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I'm confused.
I hope they leave this in.
It will. Don't worry.
Yeah, we could do that song, except I can't remember all the lyrics. Brother Mike,
all our rowdy friends.
Yeah, Brother Mike and all his rowdy friends.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that song a lot.
So do I. It's going to be a hit. If we keep playing, it's going to be a hit.
When we come over here, that'll be our theme song.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't know. Isn't that weird?
What is going on?
I think Zoom's having a moment.
What happened there?
I don't know.
Shadow on the wall that looks like a man. Lord, that lamp just moved on that stand. I got movement in the cellars, I got footsteps in the hall. There's no time to waste, I better make some calls. I gotta get ready, make everything right. Cause all my rowdy friends are ghost hunting tonight. Hey, round up the team. Let's get started. This is Brother Mike. There's a party and you're invited. We got the camera set. Let's turn off these lights. Cause all my rowdy friends are ghost hunting tonight. This old house has a long history. It should be real, real good for activity. And we got the house wired for sound and got motion alarms setting all around. Got a box full of batteries ready to go, and everyone's itching to start this show. Got our logo tees, driving black SUVs, and that one bald guy with a slick goatee. Hey, round up the team. Let's get started. Hey, this is Brother Mike. Well, there's a party and you're invited. We got the camera set. Let's turn off these lights. Cause all my rowdy friends are ghost hunting tonight. Hey, round up the team.
Wow, that's interesting.
We've been hacked.
Turn off these lights.
Explore the seasons of the witch by way of magical spells and practices for each turn of the wheel of the year. Magic for All Seasons offers a fresh approach to a lifestyle that focuses on mind, body, and spirit in the nature-based way that our ancestors practiced throughout the ages. Starting with Samhain,
Author Marla Brooks, an experienced and long-time magical practitioner, explores the 8 Wiccan and pagan Sabbats that comprise the traditional Wheel of the Year, while incorporating original spells, recipes, incantations, meditations, and more that enhance the magic of each season. Oh, and be forewarned, this book is dedicated to Marla's great-grandmother Sophie, and a powerful witch she was. You'll run into her throughout the book. So don't be surprised if you feel someone looking over your shoulder. It's only Sophie wanting to say hello.
Really?
And if you've survived the alien invasion and Marla's grandmother Sophie, this is the second part of the first part of tonight's 2 hours of Ghost Chronicles Mayhem with
Yeah.
Ron and Steve.
That was interesting.
That was good.
I think it was, yeah, it could be those alien angels. You know, we have the truth and they're trying to block us from telling it.
What, by stopping Brother Mike's song?
Yeah, evidently.
Where can people get that song, by the way? Because
They can't.
people, they can.
Nope.
Can't we release it?
Oh, I suppose we could. We
I
could
think we
actually, wait a minute, we could actually make $1.
I think we should, because
should.
you know it's a good tune.
It's an excellent tune.
Yeah, I think there's people tuning in might want their own copy of it.
Oh, we could sing it. We could recut a new one.
If we don't release it, they'll just bootleg it.
That's true. Anyway, yeah. So
And the
that
Chinese will just clone it.
Mala's book there, by the way, Jan's recipe for banana bread is in there. There are several recipes, but Jan is the only one mentioned by name, Saint Jan. So she's so special.
My wife did banana bread last week.
The banana bread. How was the banana bread?
It was very good banana bread.
Oh, that's excellent.
We don't have bananas.
Oh, no, you have bananas.
Bananas, yeah, not bananas.
Yeah. Well, give it to the clock. Anyways, yeah. And then she put nuts in it?
Did you put what? No.
No. Oh,
If she put nuts in it, the boys wouldn't eat it.
what? What's the matter with those kids of yours?
You mean banana and walnut?
Yes.
Or
Walnut.
pecan? Or pecan?
Pecans, yeah, pretty much the same. I like walnuts better, actually.
Yeah. Pelican nuts.
Yeah, that's. Or we could say bull's nuts, and that would be Rocky Mountain oysters.
Anyway, back to outer space.
Yeah, we got to get back there before we go down some more other places.
Yeah.
So, it's funny. I mean, the internet has become the new world news report.
Yeah, and it's the new world news that's so often wrong.
Yeah, but that's a newspaper. I don't know if you had that in the UK. Do you have the world? Did you have the world news? It's a black and white thing. The newspaper. They used to have it all the time.
No, we had news of the world.
This was world news, I believe it was, and it always had stuff like
Bus found on dark side of moon.
Elvis seen in the zoo with the monkeys or something. I mean, all the weird crap.
Well, wasn't that also the National Enquirer?
Yeah, it was on the same genre, but
Yeah.
it was on its
to
own
love
little
that.
thing.
I used to
Oh,
love
yeah, the
that.
stories were just amazing.
London bus found on far side of moon.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Who makes this shit up?
I don't. That's what they do. Somebody actually pays there. So okay, what do we have now? You know what they have? They must have like a giant Ouija wheel. So like the inside, outside. So you have the subject, you have the person, you have the deed, and then you spin the thing, and
Then you're going to make up the story.
yeah, that makes a story up for you.
Yeah. Actually, I was going through the incidents of reported NASA sightings.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Gemini 4, astronaut pilot Jim McDivitt reports an object he described as a large white cylindrical shape with a white pole sticking out of one corner, which begs the question of why would a cylinder have a corner? He take, he took 2 pictures of it, but unfortunately his partner Ed White was asleep at the time.
I wouldn't want to wake him, would he?
McDivitt maintains it was unknown but man-made.
You know, that's what
While
kills me.
somebody else argued that it was a Titan II second stage.
Yeah. You know what kills me though? Absolutely. Like, okay, you saw this weird thing outside your spacecraft. You'd wake me up for it, wouldn't you?
I guess.
Don't even think about it. You know you would.
If I was outside of the spacecraft doing a spacewalk
No,
and
that
I saw
wasn't outside,
something
was it?
weird.
No,
I
he
saw
was
something.
sleeping. Yeah.
What?
Was,
Well, let's be honest.
What?
I'll stop. You keep talking.
Didn't you say he was asleep? So they must have been inside the capsule.
Yeah, but I was just saying during the 2005 spacewalk outside the ISS, Leroy Chow reported seeing lights in formation, which he described as being in a line and almost like an upside down check mark. The incident was promoted as a possible UFO sighting.
Could be geese.
Chow later said he thought the lights were fishing boats hundreds of miles below.
There you go too.
But if I was floating around outside of the ISS, held only by a piece of thick paracord, and I saw something weird, I'd be back inside it with the door shut. I'm not going in there. There's aliens.
No way on anal probes for you.
No. Well, there's actually quite a lot of them. August 2013, a UFO flies past the ISS near the Progress 52 cargo ship. And later, the Russian controllers claimed it was an antenna cover from the Zvezda service module.
You know, that's the other thing. There's so much space junk up there.
Oh, there is.
And perspective is everything.
Well, the thing is, I mean, there's that much crap up there now floating around. It's a wonder that you can get a spaceship through it.
I know it.
I mean, have you seen the projections when NOAA does this is all the space junk, and then they just project it around the Earth, and you think, how you can get anything through that?
Yeah.
And then you realize actually there's actually very big gaps.
Yeah, because space is huge.
Space is bigger.
All we have to do is call when 100 get junk. They just have to point and they go get your junk. They go pick it up.
Yeah, you don't want the people getting your junk in space,
especially the aliens.
Yeah, I don't want only your alien junk.
All right, so I don't know if we want to switch subjects since this is going so well, but yeah, all right, I'll hold that next subject out for another day. And
go on, chuck it in.
No. Oh, here you go. Wait a minute. Yeah, the damn space angels. Space angels arguing a point on the Catholic stand. They actually prove the existence of God.
Really?
Yeah, it's according to this article called The Catholic Stand. I don't know what Catholic stand is, but yeah. At least if I can call this up, because this would be very supernatural, which we don't touch too much on super. The cost, here it is. Help us form and inform the church. Donate today. Okay. Space Angels a point. July, yeah, we know. Oh, get out of here. Pop-ups. Go away. The incident was repeated. Yeah, we know that. What should Christians make of it? This is the part I wanted to get to. Christians do not have to take a view on stories like this. They are part of the Christian faith. So it is perfectly possible to be a Christian and reject or accept these stories. There is no specifically Christian approach to the issue. Oh, there you go. Which means Christians shouldn't deal with these kind of stories. Like, what do you mean they should deal with these? It means treating them naturally. Being rational. Some Christians think reasoning about religion matters is inappropriate. So if you are reasoning, that's inappropriate. Argue that reasoning is a human idle. Christians should read the Bible with faith instead of reasoning. All right, God gave us a brain. We're supposed to use it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go into this anymore because it's.
No, I don't know. I don't know where you were going then.
I
you
just
were-
wanted to see what the stand was, but
all right. You seem to go off down some rabbit hole.
yeah, this is going. Yeah, give me something better than that, Steve. I didn't like.
Well, I
that.
was looking. Well, while you were rabbiting about space angels, I was looking up space angels, and apart from a rock band and a television series,
Mm.
you only literally have the phenomena reported by the Russians.
But they don't lie though. We know that.
Yeah, we're not going to invade Ukraine. I
No.
remember that one distinctly.
No. We don't do that.
Yeah, we've got no plans to invade Ukraine.
Nope.
Oops.
Nope. Just a military exercise. No problem. Nothing
Yeah.
to see here.
And then there's all the skeptical stuff where, oh, well, what they're seeing is pareidolia.
Yeah. Hey, you know.
2022 stunning photo taken by the by the European Space Agency, astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti.
You did a better job with that than I did.
Well,
Surprise, surprise.
at which viewers thought a cloud and an atmospheric formation resembled a swooping angel, although it was later identified as a visual effect from the launching of a Soyuz spacecraft.
See, it was rationalized away or covered up, as we like to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of videos online of things like SpaceX launches, and the rocket leaves an ionization trail through the atmosphere, and people, because Apollo used a different rocket technology, so people didn't see this ionization trail, and people are going, I don't know what that is. It must be aliens.
Oh, I love this way.
And do you remember the brouhaha over the Starlinks?
Oh yeah.
Everybody was reporting these long sort of formations of UFOs in the night sky.
Yep. And did you? I mean, they had. What was that? What was I see that on? I was on one of the podcasts. They actually had a picture of a portal to heaven that opened up over Florida. So basically, it was a dark cloud, very, very, very dark cloud, with a hole in the middle of it, and there was light coming through. So that had to be supernatural. Not.
Yeah. No.
How many times you seen that? Something similar.
Oh, hang on. You were talking about because you went off down a weird rabbit hole of
I go through a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, there is actually an interesting article from the Catholic Stand.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got out of it more than I did. I thought it was kind of boring.
Well, the opening bit was more interesting. I think you went down what should Christians make of it?
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of
It went down into a bit of rationality as a process. There are really two ideas within the concept of rationality. It is a process for dealing with information. It is a content of information.
Oh, here you go. Soviet official never denied strange events of the space angels. So he never denied it. So it must be true. Why did they just take everything and twist it whatever way they want it?
I don't know. Which astronaut actually hit the television guy when he grabbed him in the street and said, did you really go to the moon? Was it Aldrin?
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, he's made himself quite a name.
Because some guy with a YouTube channel basically grabbed him in the street, didn't he? And said, are you going to finally admit that you didn't go to the moon? And I think Aldrin slugged him.
Oh, I should have gave him a medal for that. Oh, I'm seeing the picture of the space angel. I don't see.
Is that the Christina Ferretti?
I'm trying to see which one this is. We had a spectacular view of Soyuz tweeted who is preparing to. Who cares? Where's it? Is it? Oh, here it is. The Russian spacecraft left mesmerized by a wake out of the Earth this month. It's basically just a stupid entrail, if you want to put it in simple.
Yeah, well, he said it was a Soyuz launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found the other one as well. September 2002. Buzz Aldrin punched filmmaker and conspiracy theorist Bart Sibrel outside the Beverly Hills Hotel.
They give him a
Sibrel
medal.
had lured Aldrin to the location under the guise of an interview, then aggressively cornered him, demanding that he swear on a Bible that the moon landing was fake, calling him a coward, a liar, and a thief.
Oh, I'd punch him too.
Yeah, so Aldrin punched him to the ground.
That's a true American hero.
Yeah.
John Wayne.
Look, I was already not the first one.
I don't know. It's just sad, actually, that we do. I mean, a lot of the stuff we just don't know.
Oh, I've just realised who Sibrel is. He wrote that stupid documentary, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. I was watching it recently.
Oh, really?
Where he makes out that the whole moon thing is complete fantasy. And he starts talking about shadows and the flag moving and all sorts of nonsense.
Yeah.
I've just realised who he is. I'd punch him as well, actually.
Yeah. There's another one of From the Mirror, which you know is a good one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, these guys they're true heroes because, I mean, they're putting to go into space like that. I mean, that takes a lot of.
I'll tell you what takes not to go into space, but if you look at the Artemis mission, they were inside a medium SUV sized capsule. There's 4 of them, and they're locked in for 10 days?
Yeah.
That takes some,
And with the broken toilet too.
Yeah, I mean, that takes some real right stuff right there. Could you imagine being stuck with 4 people? You can't open the door or open the window to let some fresh air in, or I'm just going to step outside for a walk.
You could do that, I guess, if you were traveling at the speed of light, whatever.
But you're kind of like, well, we're stuck here and we got to get on with each other. And by the way, the toilet's broken. I got to take a dump. No, you can't. Not for 3 weeks.
There you go. Yuri Gagarin went into space and found God.
Yeah, we do space stuff all night long because it's just an absolute gift that keeps on
This is
giving.
like the Florida Man stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yep.
It's it's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I'm reading about Yuri Gagarin was a baptized faithful throughout his life. He always confessed to God wherever he was. So he was a man of faith. So there you go. Because he saw God. He was the first one to orbit.
Oh, here we go. I was kind of I was right.
Yes.
Space anomalies and hallucinations. These flashes of light that they see, sudden bright flashes of light when their eyes are open or closed. This phenomena is scientifically understood to be as a result of Cherenkov radiation caused by high energy cosmic rays passing through the optic nerve, aka the magnetosphosphene.
There you go.
But I mean, one of the astronauts, it was Ed Mitchell, wasn't it? Didn't he have he came back a completely changed man.
They're all changed when they come back because
but I mean, he claimed to have experienced a profound epiphany, and then he founded the Institute for Noetic Sciences.
So, way to make a buck. No, I'm just kidding.
Because it was a life-changing experience for him, a religious experience.
You and I are sitting here and we're kind of judging a lot of this stuff, and in a way we're making light of it, but we don't know. We weren't there, so it's just like those guys, but they just whatever they have is no more than what we had. So I don't know why they jump. At least we have a little knowledge of physics, and I don't know. It's sad, but I'm sure we'll take a lot of crap for this, by the way.
No,
too.
I mean, I don't want to. I wouldn't dream of diminishing their achievements.
No.
What we're really doing is discussing in a jovial, jocular, light-hearted manner some
Oh,
of
I
the
like that. Yes.
some of the surrounding interpretations of what they experienced.
Mhm.
We're not dealing with the experience itself so much as how people are interpreting it, because there are so many people out there. I mean, there are hundreds of pages which are claiming that Aldrin saw UFOs. Others have seen angels. Others
Space
have
angels
seen,
all over the place.
yeah, and it's like they take a real report where the astronaut is reporting factually an experience. He's saying, "Hey, there's some lights out here. I'm not making anything of it. I'm just telling you that I'm seeing some lights."
They're doing their job, basically.
Yeah, they are reporting exactly what it is that they're seeing. And then people, the cuckoos down here on planet Earth are going, "Hey, he saw an alien."
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we haven't been back to the moon for 50 years.
And bringing what we just said is what should be done at ghost hunting too. When people are out there, they should do just what the astronaut do: report what they saw.
Yeah.
Not be judge, jury, and executioner of the whole thing.
But then people, I was having this conversation earlier today with an academic who was interested in the subject at a cost to suit yourself. And he, the conversation was exactly that. People don't read the article, they read the headline.
Mm-hmm.
And then they run up, they run far away over the hills and, make up stuff.
Yep.
And then they sell it back to others as fact. Oh, Aldrin saw aliens.
And you read it on the internet, so you know it's the truth.
Yeah. Well, it's on the internet. Aldrin saw aliens on the moon.
Yep.
And the Russian guy, well, he saw angels in outer space. That's not what they said at all. But this is how people interpret it, and that plays through every paranormal phenomena: the Loch Ness monster, UFOs, ghosts, poltergeists, angels, demons. People just, because people don't read the substance of the material, they read the headline.
Yep. That's like any good researcher, like you said, will always have his references. And
Yeah.
You don't.
Oh, they don't reference it. Well, now, what's your reference? Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly.
Or aliens versus Louisiana.
Right now it's producer versus host, and he's telling us we gotta go.
Well, we gotta go then.
Yeah. Well, that's not quite
telling us we gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah. At least the toilet's working. So, anyways, we want to thank everyone for listening.
Dinner's full.
Best line ever. Best line ever.
Not said on Artemis.
Nope. Could have been. Unless they got an alien plumber in there. Maybe that's what's happened on the dark side of the moon. They're not talking about. They call an alien plumber and fix the toilet. All right, we got to go. So thank everyone for listening. You make up your own mind. Read everything. Don't just read the headlines. So good night, everyone. God bless, and watch out for them damn space aliens.
Good night.
Well, that was interesting.
Well,
what?
Yeah, I said the wrong thing right at the end, didn't I? Yeah. Shitter's full, because that was the best line ever. Could you imagine somebody? If I'd have been on Artemis, you'd have to have said it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the astronauts actually took Zeta cards in space, right?
Don't know. Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
From goalies to ghosties, long-leggedy beasties, and things that go bump in the night. Deliver us, good Lord.